legacy.
Statue for Charlie Kirk. Is the state planning on doing anything for Charlie Kirk?
Well, so obviously that's a state university, New College. So the question is, New College, they already got donors to commission a statue of Charlie Kirk for New College, and basically to symbolize the importance of open debate, particularly on college campuses. And, it's interesting. Like, I remember when he was like 18, because this is like 2012. I was running for the U.S. Congress. I had never run before. But you get on these circuits, right? You go to certain conventions, or you go this, or you're down in certain parts of Florida. You have to raise funds. You got to do all this stuff. So we kind of crossed paths, and it was very earnest. You could tell like he really knew his stuff. But you don't know what's going to come of these things. And then like a couple years later, I'd see him, and like he'd be at these big events and doing all this, and really grew that organization in a really significant way. And the reason why that I always had respect for it is because bringing conservative principles to college campuses, that's basically like the lion's den for political debate, right? Because the campuses have gone so far in one direction. I think that's changing a little bit throughout the country. Definitely has changed in Florida, no question. But he's doing that, and he's bringing these ideas there. He's jousting with all these, all these students and professors, quite frankly, who are very left. But he always did it, I think, in good faith and really believed in the importance of debate. And so the assassination was obviously a tragic thing and a very sad thing, because you got a 31-year-old father of two. But it was even more tragic because what was he doing when they killed him? He was debating students, making the argument, showing how, you rely on logic and reason and facts to win these things. And so the attack on him was more than just an attack on one person. It really strikes to the heart of whether this whole thing we have can be viable or not. And if you can't express your views and engage in good debate, and it's not just, this was an extreme situation where somebody went and assassinated him, but there are other speakers that go where the mob will shut it down and they can't. There's others that get shouted down and they can't talk. There's all these people get canceled all the time from even being able to speak. And so this assassin he didn't like what Charlie Kirk was saying, and so he wanted to silence him through violence, and he killed him for it. So I think it's appropriate what New College is doing. That's obviously a state college, and I'm supportive of doing that. We will also, of course, we've done the flags at half staff in conjunction with the federal government, and I was